And we are live. We're back with another amazing topic. Today, we're going to answer the question, what is your why? What is your why? Hello, if this is your first time joining me, my name is Jackie. Your I am your favorite Southern coach, Jackie D. McKeever. Thank you so much for joining me. And y'all know, as I always do, I want to test my sound because we are live. And when we go live, there's no take backs. So I have to ensure that you all can hear me and that I can. Okay, so I've proof that we are live. Hello, you all. Thank you so much for watching me. Uh, thank you for coming on board. We're gonna keep this message as short as possible. What is your why? Why does even knowing what your why even matters? So the reason why it's important for you to know what your why is your foundation. This is what's going to keep you going because in the beginning, the results are slow. Sometimes it feels like nothing is happening. Okay. It keeps you getting out of bed. It keeps you doing the things that you know it's important for you to do in order to achieve whatever your goal is and and abundance for your abundance. And as we know, there are 8 areas of abundance because 2025, honey, 2025 is going to be our year for abundance. There's 8 areas in your life. You can get abundance in finances, abundance with your uh, business or career, abundance with your spiritual growth, abundance with recreation, which means self care and rest, abundance with relationships, abundance with health, abundance with uh, personal development and abundance with your environment. That's where you stay, where you're going, and what you are doing, honey. And we're standing in agreement and believing that 2025 will be our year in abundance. But in order for you to even open that door or allow abundance in your life, it's important that you understand why you should even have it. Why should you have abundance in that area? It's one thing for us to say that we want abundance, but it's important that you understand why, because when you understand why, you are able to stay motivated, you're able to stay clear and purposeful, and you're able to achieve abundance. And this is why we're focusing on the why. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to use the example of finances. So, uh, so y'all know when it comes to finances or even talking about finances, it can be a challenging subject. Thank you for joining me. It can be very challenging when it comes to talking about finances because people get uncomfortable. But we're going to talk about it because no longer will we be bound by money. Okay. So let's say you desire to have more income or have less debt in your finances. When you're working to ensure that that happens, you need to be motivated. When you know why you're doing it, it helps you overcome the challenges of being uh, frustrated, the challenges of hearing other people doubt what you're doing if they find out that you're working 2 jobs. Why are you working 2 jobs when you got a good job or you got an okay job? That's too much. It helps you stay motivated in the environment that you're in. For example, when I freed myself of over $205,000 of debt, I didn't run around announcing to the world that I was freeing myself of debt. I didn't run around and announce to the world that I had the goal of getting in a house in 2 years, but I had to write down what I envisioned for myself, because that why am I working more than one job? Because I want to free myself of debt. Why do I want to free myself of debt? Because I know that I have a desire to have this house in 2 years, and in order for me to get this house, my credit score has to look good. I have to look like my score has to look like I pay my bills and pay them on time. So how do I get that done? I do it by staying motivated, keep looking at my goal. This is my goal. Oh, I'm tired today. I feel like calling in. But I look at my goal. I'm motivated. Let me get up and go to work. Let me get up and do the things that I need to do because I'm motivated. This is why it's important for you to know your why. So you just not moving and flexing all these muscles for nothing. Okay, because staying motivated is your fuel to keep going even before your results are visible. When you know your why, you're able to be clear. When you're clear, you're purposeful. You can see the vision. You can see the vision because clarity is your power. You're able to be crystal clear. I knew that I had a purpose. My purpose was to get my kids, because I was tired of my landlord at the time. And I was to get me and my kids into this house. Okay. So I knew I had to conquer my debt in order to do that. I had to learn to go in and manage my finances, because listen, it was not going to defeat me. I had to ask myself, and you have to ask yourself, what is your driving force? Is it to build legacy? Is it to inspire others? Is it because you know that you have a calling on your life and that God desires you to live according to your calling? You're trying to get aligned with your faith, your purpose, whatever that is. It's important that you know what your why is, because it helps you be clear and it helps you be purposeful with the way you think, with the things you see, and the way you speak and the way you move. Okay, this is how, and I told y'all this was going to be a short live. This is how you achieve abundance, because when you begin to know your why, and it'll help you keep going and to achieve the results that you desire to achieve, honey. And I had to keep looking at what I wrote down, looking at houses, like looking at the houses, because I had to remind myself this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, to stay motivated, to keep moving, to keep analyzing the results I was getting, to keep track of what I'm doing, where I'm going, and why I'm doing what I'm doing, and change if there need be. Because here's and this is a big one, because achieving abundance will unlock the door to favor in other areas, because abundance has a domino effect. When you combine motivation, clarity, purpose, you create a roadmap to abundance. And it doesn't matter whether it's finances, whether it's career, or which one of the 8 areas it is. Abundance starts with the mind, but it's important that you learn to write it down, that you give yourself both a spiritual and a physical outlet to see what you're going through, right? So write it down, honey. Write it down and make it plain so you can run with it, okay? That's word, honey. Trust me, when you focus on why you're doing it and how you'll take care of it, baby, abundance will be yours in 2025. Because guess what? Abundance is your birthright. It's time to unbreak, to unleash the chains that's blocking you from abundance. It's time to unleash abundance for your life and your business in this season. So that is why it's important for you to learn what your why. Take a moment, write it down, Listen, share it in the comments. I would love to hear what your why is.